I've been storing this old trailer for 8 years. I bought two at the same time. I rebuilt one and stuck this one in the shed. I don't have plans for a grand adventure in a vintage trailer. I just want to free up all that room in my shed. And if I clean this thing up and make it mouse-proof, I'd have another 240 square feet of studio space.
Okay, now look.
Somebody needs to back the truck up.
My brother and his girlfriend came to visit and helped me move the trailer. This Isuzu was my grandmother's daily driver. 25 years ago.
Alright, watch. Good.
Key detail here, there's supposed to be two wheels on this side. There's a bare hub dragging on the ground.
Back now. Are we done?
I think we're good for now. I can always move it again later if I get a wheel.
The truck is kind of struggling. I think I can move it just back and make it a little bit more even.
It's awful close to the side of the shed. I don't think I'll be able to work on that side easily.
I like the paint on it. This is a weird fix. I guess the window leaked. Messed up that wall.
The windows roll down like a car. They're car windows. Yes.
Ooh, it smells like.
Smells like
Oh,
a
there's
fish
a
cabin.
rat nest or a mouse nest.
All they got to go.
Look, my nostrils are burning now.
Let's get out of here.
We might have gotten the hantavirus.
There's no hantavirus this side of the Mississippi.
Ah!
Oh, gosh. How does it be called? Oh, even I hit my head on that thing. The next day, we worked on the blocks a bit more. Hi, my name is Barbara. I'm a blank builder and a blogger. and I'm on a mission to rebuild and repurpose the 71-year-old aircraft construction aluminum trailer home, Allie Moe. Now, what is the deal with this missing wheel? When the previous owner delivered this trailer in 2012, they used a wheel from another vehicle they owned. They towed it over here from Bluntstown and backed it right into the shed. They brought a floor jack with them and put it on blocks for me, then they took the right front wheel. I wasn't worried about it because I'd bought another Spartan that was missing an entire axle. And I was planning to take off the remaining axle and put it up on blocks for good. So I'd have 2 whole extra wheels. I'd completely finished rebuilding the 1951 Spartan, currently nomenclatured Allie Men, before I noticed they changed from a 5-bolt pattern in 1949 to a 6-bolt pattern in 1951. I've been operating under a false assumption. I thought these were 5-on-5 spacing, which would mean that this distance should be 3 inches, but this is 3 1/4. It's 3 1/4. There's no way that was, how would that, I think that was 3. It's obviously 3 1/4. Yes, I measured 3 times. Shut up, I'm not an expert in wheels. So the underside is like tar paper, really thick tar paper. Some asphalt impregnated masonite or something. And these aluminum channels, I guess, are holding it up. So what I gotta do is come under here and remove these aluminum channels and let all of this drop away. Oh, here's the edge of that stuff. So it was 2 strips of 4-foot wide stuff, I guess. 2 years later, they'd switched to aluminum going across the bottom of the trailer. Taking off the belly pan was one of the first things I did on Allie Men. I wanted to put piers under it, and the belly pan had to go first. They'd also switched from rock wool to fiberglass insulation by 1951. Yuck. Working on a slab was nice for that part. I don't want to get insulation in the grass. It would be a lot easier to work under here if I jacked this thing up even higher. But not today. This is the only clearance light left on Allie Moe. This part is glass and stainless steel. It'll clean up nice, like this one from Allie Men. That Spartan had 3 clearance lights. Now I have a complete set. Amber for the front, red for the back. Since Allie Men is now a permanent structure, I put patches where all the lights used to be. I used marine grade alloy for my patches. After 7 years in the weather, they're still shiny. I don't mind. have not touched the inside of this since I bought it 8 years ago. This is something I looked at and said, wow, I want to pay $1,000 for that. In fact, I think I paid $1,500. The door is about 5'8", so I can go in it no problem, but I often hit my head coming out. This piece of paneling covers up a roof vent. There's a hole right here in the roof, so I guess at some point they just covered it up. This closet is where the electrical is located. Latching handles are kind of cool. I guess the latch is broken. There used to be a heater right here. The stock units had a heater, so there's a sort of a roof vent right there where anything and everything can come and go as it pleases. So I like to remove things like that and just patch the hole in the roof. I haven't cleaned this at all. This is the way it was delivered to me. I paid money for this. These little shelves were original. And I don't know what these little holes are for. Ventilation? This is one of the roof vents. There's another one under that ceiling that's just covered over. What I did on the other Spartan was I took out all this business in the middle. I put closed cell foam on the bottom side of the cover and then just used a cricket clamp and just cinched it down tight. And I don't often open the covers, but I still have the vents in the other Spartan, and they haven't leaked or given me any problems. They're airtight. Look, it came with a fire extinguisher. There's a sort of a duct from the heater. Interesting. This kitchen was just this nasty when I bought this thing. The other one, I just gutted it. I didn't try to clean it or do anything, but I don't know. We'll see when I get into it what I want to do. There's another roof vent. There's a dome light just like in a car. I don't remember there being one of those in the other Spartan. This stove is original. It was a propane gas stove. And it's probably in pretty good shape. I don't know what the hell this is. I think a rat has probably built a nest in there. That's awesome. But I will probably remove this and clean it up and see what the story is, and maybe I can use that. I don't even have an oven in my house. Doesn't seem to be any rats living in there. I think it's weird though how it covers up the cabinet. I mean, what's even that? Why is there a door there? How are you supposed to use it? But that's really the way they made them. It's just weird. It just really takes up a lot of space. I mean, to actually use the thing, it would be better to not have this cabinet and just have a hot plate or whatever. Oh, here's an example of what the insulation is like. It's like a rock wool product. And the rats and mice have been extricating it from the inside of the walls and floor this whole time. This little tightness here is, I don't like that. The way this door works, it's one of those, it's like a slider. But it's so very narrow. It still works though. I can't even back up far enough to show it without bumping my head on the ceiling. But it's just really dark and creepy in here. But it's not nearly as dark and creepy in here now that I've moved it out of the shed. So it needs to be gutted. And even these cabinets where they look nice, this nice curved surface, but down at the bottom the plywood is delaminated and it's just not, it just all smells gross and is just too damaged by moisture. The floor is damaged. It just all has to be thrown away. But I'll save the parts I can Look at this light switch was a pull switch. Look at the whole wall flexes when you pull on it. This window is broken. There's a piece of plexiglass stuck in there, but I need to get a new roll-up window. I replaced these I replaced the gasket and stuff in the other Spartan, and it was, it probably took me 2 weeks of just working on just the back windows. But I took these parts off and repainted them, and it came out nice. The trim around this is kind of weird. I built new trim around the other one, the other Spartan. And I took off all these window parts and cleaned them and repainted them. I do not know why these light fixtures are here. This makes no sense. But this was the bedroom, and I don't know where the bed was. I guess it came straight off the back. I'm not sure. Look, there was a phone in here. Oh, you want to see the bathroom? There's a mirror on the back of this door. I don't think the other Spartan had that feature. But I think these mirror clips are original. And I think there's one missing because a guy in Sweden bought one from me. I love this door handle. I took the door handle from the other Spartan and I gave it to my Aunt Jano, and she uses it on her screen door. Look at the lock on it. You just slide that over and now you can't, well, if it holds. And then you can't do it from the outside. Only pushing it out of the way. But anyway, it's a pretty cool door lock. This bathroom is all aluminum. Maybe I can have enough light if I come inside here. The other guy, the previous owner, tried to polish it to see how that would work. Works good. So this would be a very shiny aluminum room. And this is the vent that looks like some sort of a radiation warning. And it's open to the outside. And there's a light in here in the ceiling. And the way it worked was you just stood over the toilet and just showered in here. Just washed down the whole thing. It's kind of small and close in and scary to me. The 51 Spartan had a window right there inside the shower, but this one doesn't. And I don't know. I just took this whole thing out. The floor gets really damaged in the shower areas. So I just gutted all of this out of the other Spartan. I cut it up with a reciprocating saw and took it straight to the recyclers. I got about $170 for it. Even the back of the door was covered in aluminum. On the other one, I took that metal to the recyclers without realizing it was a different alloy than is available today. I should have saved all that aluminum for the patches. I didn't know. My bad. But if I don't know, it just reminds me of a brig. I just don't know if I want that. This is kind of spooky. Anyway, that's the inside. Maybe tomorrow I'll clean the kitchen. You know, throw this junk away at least. Or see if it's any good. I don't know, could be a good coffee cup. Oh yeah. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Gross, 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 gross. Woo! Just realized I got one of the original steps for this trailer. They were both broken off alley men. It's supposed to slide under here. It's going in the shed for now. That was the first episode of the Beachton Buck Rivet Report. Go buck yourself.